two big time records broken today, man. What does it mean to have your name etched in history like that?
You know, it's cool to be a part of, and the real record I'm proud of right now is that it's the first time the Chiefs have ever been 14-1, and we're gonna try and make it 15-1 next week. I really don't get caught up in the personal accolades. I work my tail off to just try and be the best teammate and the best player I can be for this organization, on and off the field. And you know, getting recognized like that is it's awesome because my teammates, my coaches, the people in this building are proud of me in that regard. And heck, it can make my family extremely happy, give them something they can talk smack to the person next to them. But at the end of the day, it's just there's always more to accomplish in a team game.
Let's go next to Vahe Gregorian. Go ahead, Vahe.
Hey, Travis, one quick question, then a quick follow-up. I know we've asked you about this a lot of times, but what is it that you'd point to that you think allows you and Patrick to have this like almost ESP with each other? It just seems like you guys know how to find each other in the most crucial moments.
I think it's just trust. A lot of hard work put in, a lot of time spent, and just being on the same page as Pat. I mean, he's got everybody in the world after him every single play because he's the one with the ball in his hand, and I just try and make it easier for him, as well as you know, Tyreek, Cole, Sammy, and all the backs. Like we just go out there and we try and, you know, do our best to get open as fast as possible for him, and it just kind of happens to play out that, you know, when adversity hits, Pat Mahomes plays his best.
And just the other thing is, I know everybody's banged up this time of year, but it looked like you came limping back in at one point, and maybe you came down hard on your shoulder earlier. What can you just sort of describe what your body's going through this time of year, and did you have to shrug off a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you got to walk a few things off. You got to kind of regroup, let the discomfort or the pain settle, and just go back out there and keep playing, knowing that the guy next to you is going through something similar, or, you know, he could be going through something similar. And I love being there for these guys. You know, I love being there for the coaching staff, for the organization, for Chiefs Kingdom when it matters most.
Let's go next to Matt
Got
McMillan.
a lot of honor and pride in that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead, man.
Hey, Travis, big touchdown there at the end of the first half, tied the game. Can you just walk us through that play?
Yeah, I mean, when it was called, I believe the clock was kind of ticking down on us. So Pat spit it out real quick. And, I think Sammy might have missed a few things on it. But as he motioned over, we figured it out. And sure enough, Pat was right on time with the throw. And I was able to, you know, just barely get across the goal line. But that's all you need.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Travis, you guys have the number one seed for the second time in 3 years, as you know. You feel like it's more important than ever this year because you guys are the only team, at least in the AFC, that was going to get that first round bye?
I mean, it's important every year to be able to get a week off, or I'm sorry, a week of preparation. You know, a week of, you know, really locking in and getting the body right that late in the season is it's so key, and it's much needed if you want to really make that playoff push. And that's what you work your tail off for all season. And I'm just proud to, you know, be a part of this team, to be able to do it yet again this year.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Travis, can you sort of pinpoint what didn't work for the majority of the game and what exactly worked maybe better on that final scoring drive?
I mean, the Atlanta Falcons are a good football team. Don't let the score or, you know, their previous games deter you from that. I mean, that team has a lot of guys that play their tail off, great coaches, and it seems like guys that play for each other. You know, they rally around on defense, and offensively they got a lot of talent over there. And it's just, you know, trying to find a way to win a football game. There's just so many different factors that can play into why things aren't going as great or as smooth as you want them to. And you just try, you know, after every single play, regroup, figure out what just happened and how to fix it. And the next play or the next drive, go out there and try and, you know, accomplish the goal, which is to put 6 up. But hats off to the defense. The defense played their tails off to hold that offense under, 20 points or whatever they scored, to hold them to only a couple scores, man, that's that's second to none. That's second to none. That really pushed us through to help us win the game.
Let's go next to Darren Smith. Go, Darren.
Hey, Patrick. I'm sorry, Travis. Congratulations on the record. A couple of questions for you. I'm interested, in knowing your thoughts on playing in a Week 17 game that has no bearing on you all in the playoff series. But are you someone who hopes to continue to play next week, or do you think sitting out 3 weeks is the way to go? And then also, since we probably won't have you on this week, could you talk a little bit about the virtual chat that you all did with the Old Spice and talking about, speaking out against racism with the students?
Yeah, I'll talk on that. First off, Old Spice came together with a lot of the NFL, a couple NFL players, and really wanted to get in the communities to help support young men graduating in the high school rank. And with that, we all teamed up with the Black Boy documentary, which a couple NFL guys have been a part of, Malcolm Jenkins being one, and unbelievable job of really getting a good grasp of what it means to be a young Black male in America, and how prideful you should be of that. And that there's a lot of stuff that's going on around the world and around this country that's, it's not fair and it's unjust. And to be able to get into the classrooms and talk to these kids, let them know that they are appreciated and that they are, they do have support to become somebody, and just to have that support system. I thought it was a great initiative, and I definitely wanted to be a part of it. And going to the week 17, I believe that starts maybe next year. But in terms of this year, okay, so in terms of next week, I get what you're saying now. So game 16, but week 17 of the season. I would say I'm just going to come in on Wednesday and get ready to work, man. And it is what it is. If I end up suiting up and I get a chance to play against the Chargers, then you'll see me out there giving it my all. And if not, then I'll be out there cheering on my guys and trying to be every bit of a part of the game that I can be for you guys.
We'll go last to Steve Walls. Good, Steve.
Hey, what's up, Travis? Fans want you guys to go out and always show your high-powered offense and blow teams out. It seems like you guys sometimes play down to your competition. I just want to get your thoughts on that.
And this league is, it can get very confusing to a lot of people. They think since we have the best quarterback and 2 great receivers and, a defensive line sack nation, they think that we should just go out there and just dominate every single game, every single play. And that's not reality. What's reality is that, these guys on these other teams and all these teams are coming in here knowing that they're going up against a good football team. So they get geared up, they get fired up, and their attention, their alertness is that much more locked in. And, it's just, it's playing ball. It is what it is. You have to respect the guys across from you and know that you're going to get their best shot. And I mean, sometimes you just have to find a way to win a football game, and that's what we did.